Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature. Woo! Breathing in that beautiful chi. How to turn work into play. I never want to have to work a day in my life. And you don't have to. Can I get a hello there? I'm going to share with you a weird secret I discovered about work and about play. For a long time, I had a belief, a program which said, no pain, no gain. You have to struggle, stress yourself out, because that's what work equates to. Then I realized I was getting very tired very quickly. How many of us rush around so quickly, in a hurry, just to get the job done? It doesn't matter if we're going into the office, if we're gardening, if we're learning how to play the guitar, if you're learning about beauty and makeup. You see, a lot of us, we have a program which says, get the job done as quickly as possible. So we go through our lives always looking for the fastest route to get to our goals. But you see, once we have arrived and even completed our mission, many of us feel a deep melancholy. Because the next question that arises is that it? Happened to me when I was skating when I was very young. I would really want to do a trick. It was a lot of work to do it. I would put all my energy in doing it, finally do it, and then feel, well, a bit disappointed. Because I wasn't moving into the feeling of what I was doing. So the greatest secret I discovered to turn work into play is to move into the feeling of what you are doing. Not the objective and the demand to complete the task. Go back for a second when you were tiny, you were playing, you were dancing around, having the time of your life. You were playing in this adventure playground, and guess what? You felt so good. Because, you see, you weren't existing, you were living. You were in a state of infinite expansion. There were no borders or boundaries, only a limitless horizon. So, you were unstoppable. And what happened? Someone said, who was it? Come inside, do something serious for once. Go and study, go and get a job. This is the way you should live your life. And now, what happened? You became more fearful. You took more caution, fewer risks. The play essence seeped out of you. And in a nutshell, life became very boring. Because now you were in time. But if we go back to when you were playing, there was no concept of time, only movement. Because you weren't concerned with the results of what you were doing. You were falling in love with a process to the extent that the results became unimportant. What's helped me along my journey is realizing there is no finish line. People say, Ralph, what are you doing next? I say what I'm doing right now. Why? Because the secret is sticking with what moves your heart. To turn work into play, you have to do what you love without apologizing for it. Can I get a hello there? Let me say that again. To turn work into play, you have to do what you love without apologizing for it. You see, a lot of us, we say no pain, no gain. So we're always in a hurry to get things done as quickly as possible. And that can make anybody tired. What's helped me along my journey is always realizing work should always be based around your value system. And now there is no difference between play or work. They merge together. So now there is only a lifestyle. A lot of the times, we take ourselves way too seriously. And I realize that a lot of the times, whenever I'm taking myself too seriously, I'm working. When I can loosen up, I'm playing. And these days, I am loosening up. It doesn't matter whatever I'm doing. If I'm changing a car tire, if I'm doing a crossword, if I'm planting some seeds in your garden, what's happening? I am going into that activity with the most positive mindset. Because stress is never a problem. That's not what makes work hard. It's our thoughts around stress and work that makes it hard. Because deep down, we realize we are not honoring our inner child. That's where our play comes into play. No pun intended. When you reconnect back to your inner child, you turn work into play. When you, look, I'm in nature, beautiful scenery, beautiful prana. There is no demand for me to do this. Nobody's telling me to do this. So it is not work because there is no pressure. Can you see any clocks around here? No. Can you see any people telling me what to do? No. Whenever we do things out of choice instead of demand, we turn work into play. Whenever we can take as long as we want, we turn work into play. I'm a big fan of martial arts. And a great martial artist once said, he's not afraid of someone doing 10,000 kicks in one day. He's afraid of someone doing one kick every day for the rest of their life and putting a smile on their face because they are living the lifestyle. You see, a lot of us, we try to cram everything in one day. But that is work, hard work at that. For me, play is really being a mastermind, to realize that when you are in your most playful state, you enter the realm of pure abundance. When you're taking yourself way too seriously, it becomes very difficult. So I tell myself every now and again, allow yourself to be silly. Sometimes. All the time, actually. How would you feel if all the demands, the external demands, the expectations disappeared? How would you feel if all the demands, the internal demands disappeared? And then ask yourself, why am I holding on to these demands? That I must do this and I must do that, even though it makes me feel terrible. You got to be kinder to yourself. So, in a nutshell, I realize the journey never ends. There is no destination. So therefore, you better get comfortable. You better loosen up and enjoy the ride. No pressure, no worry, and no expectation. Have a wonderful day. We are here in nature, breathing in that beautiful prana, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.